Meanwhile, voters in 4 more states will be heading to the polls this coming Tuesday. Alabama, Arkansas, and Georgia have primaries, and Texas has runoffs. Like in 2020, Georgia is again in the spotlight with several closely watched races on the ballot. Newsy White House correspondent Willie James Inman is in town for Tuesday's election coverage, and he's in studio with me now. Willie, what are you keeping your eye on this Tuesday?
Hey there, Jay. It's good to be here with you in Georgia. I mean, all eyes are on the governor's race here in Georgia. And the reason why is because it's a very interesting race on the Republican side, more than it is for the Democrats. One thing I can say for sure in talking to voters and a few of those people here in Georgia is that one of the things is that it's amongst the 2 prominent candidates. You have on one side incumbent Governor Brian Kemp and former Senator Perdue on the other side. Kemp, during his remarks at an event on Saturday, which I attended, he signaled the attention to the general election race and talked about the national media covering his campaign. But Jay, I can tell you when you zero in on both campaigns, you really hear 2 different themes emerge. Just listen to how Brian Kemp framed the campaign yesterday. Take a listen.
We are in a fight for the soul of our state. And what happens in Georgia is going to determine what happens in the United States of America, I think, in a lot of ways. And that's why Marty and the girls and I are getting up every single day. And if you will nominate us on Tuesday, we will continue to do that through November 8th to make sure that Stacey Abrams is not your governor or your next president.
And you can see there he's already talking about who he could potentially face in the general election. That's, of course, Stacey Abrams, who could likely be his Democratic opponent. She, of course, ran last time around but wasn't successful against Perdue, or I should say Kemp, rather. But Perdue, on his side of things, I want to just play a clip about how things are shaping out for him. He had former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin campaigning for him on Friday.
Kemp had opportunity to do something about the shenanigans that had gone on in this past election. I don't know why he was so hesitant, why, he kind of just went along to go along, and that's unfortunate, and we can count on David Perdue to do opposite of that, but to challenge the status quo.
So you see there, Jay, both campaigns looking to draw in supporters with last-minute rallies. Kemp will be on stage at an event on Monday with former Vice President Pence in what is a major break against former President Trump. Trump, on the other hand, will be holding a telephone rally with Perdue on the eve of the election. For the Democrats, though, the race for Stacey Abrams, who's running for governor again, as I mentioned, she hasn't really been campaigning as much. For Senator Raphael Warnock, it's been kind of a quiet campaign for him as well, but all eyes on the governor's race here in Georgia. And Jay, I can already tell you it's been a historical race so far. More than 850,000 people have voted early here in Georgia. Just last time around, we had a midterm election primary in 2018. Just about 300,000 voters voted early then. So sharing some numbers there. Quite a record.
Yeah, no kidding. And former President Donald Trump really clearly interested in this race, pouring a lot of money into David Perdue's campaign. So that is going to be an important race to watch with the governorship at stake. Willie James Inman, thank you so much.